Hello everyone. Alright, I'm here to do this video basically as a video response to this guy's video where he basically talks about coconut oil in a negative way and says that it's all hype. And he says that there's a lot of things that the producers, marketers, whatever, of coconut oil are not telling us. And in fact, he does not believe that coconut oil is healthy at all. He thinks it's just a fad. Now, this guy's some sort of a bodybuilder from the looks of him and I think the pictures he put up. And he made one comment where, someone else he knows at the gym who's using coconut oil, that he can't see any benefit to the guy. Well, I don't know what he expects to see with his bare eyes, but what you would see from coconut oil is not externally. It's going to be the internal benefits, which brings me to my response. No, coconut oil is not a fad. It's not a fad. Here's the deal. If you grew up in North America and you've never seen a coconut tree, and maybe the only place you've ever seen a coconut is in the aisle at the grocery store, then yeah, maybe it's going to seem like a fad to you when you suddenly see coconut oil all over the place these days. But the truth is, if you grew up anywhere in the tropics, as my family did, you know that coconut oil has been used generation after generation. My mother made her own coconut oil. Her mother did. My mother's great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, all the way down the line. This is how it was. And the same on my father's side, because coconuts were plentiful. And not only did they, use the mature coconuts to make coconut oil, they made coconut milk. They drank the delicious coconut water, which is full of electrolytes. It's so healthy for you. And then they would feed the chickens with the coconut pulp from making coconut milk, so that even their chickens were healthy. The chickens love the stuff. And, sometimes we just have to look to our ancestors for the answers. No one needed to tell my ancestors in Jamaica that, coconut oil was healthy for you. They knew that. They knew that instinctively. They knew that, from years of making it. They knew it from God. It was known. and that's why they used it. And it's only actually been in recent years where foreign oils like canola oils and all these unhealthy oils and processed foods have been brought to the island that the cancer rates have started to rise rapidly. It used to not be a problem on the islands, but you bring in the Western processed food, all these really horrific products filled with preservatives and a billion ingredients you can't even spell. Yeah, it's led to problems. So just like I have a friend who's Italian, and I asked her at one point, did she ever use olive oil to cook? Because I'd taken this nutrition course, and one of the things they said was you never cook olive oil at a high temperature. It has to be like a low temperature. And she's like, no, we never used olive oil to cook. We always used grapeseed oil. So again, my Italian friend, her ancestors did not need an advertising campaign to tell them that they should not be using olive oil to cook at high temperatures. They knew, just from trial, error, experience, God, whatever, they knew that olive oil was best as a finishing oil, or not too high of a heat. But grapeseed oil, just like coconut oil, can be heated to a high temperature without any ill effects to the oil. So, back to coconut oil. Let's just talk about coconuts in general. Coconuts are really like a wonder fruit. The water you can drink, so whether it's a young coconut where it's got that delicious jelly in there, sweet water, or it's the mature coconut, you can eat that as well, you can drink the water. And there's also coconut sugar. Now, coconut sugar is like the best sugar out there, really. If you're not like taking a stevia that's like a 0 calorie, if you want to use a real sugar, coconut sugar is the lowest glycemic index sugar out there. And it's filled with over 14 nutrients, minerals. It's fabulous. So I've switched to that, and the taste is phenomenal. So if you like regular sugar, you can switch to that without any real guilt. And it's good for you, And when I'm saying that coconut sugar or coconut oil is good for you, I'm not saying grab a tub of it and like eat coconut oil by the spoonful. No, but you're going to use it in place of your other cooking oil. My nutritionist friend, she pointed out to me that canola oil, which I always thought was healthy, is actually rancid. Yeah, you can cook with it, but it's got no nutritional benefit. It's rancid. It's not a good oil to actually be consuming. So she really pushes the use of coconut oil. Now, several years ago, I guess some decades ago, there was a campaign against coconut oil and butter, and it was orchestrated by the makers and producers of margarine. Why? Because they wanted to sell their product. So what did they talk about? They talked about the saturated fats in coconut oil, and ooh, the saturated fats will kill you. These saturated fats in butter, coconut oil will clog your arteries and cause heart attacks. Now the truth is, leave a tub of margarine out in the cupboard for a month and see what it turns into. It's disgusting. The margarine industry wanted to sell its product. That makes sense. But what they failed to say, and what this guy who created his video, like, he looked at one site and found like negative things about coconut oil. But the medium chain fatty acids in coconut oil is easily and quickly metabolized in our bodies. It's a perfect source for fuel. It doesn't just like go and line our arteries. Now, I won't speak to butter per se. However, in the course that I took as well, butter is better than margarine because, again, it's something that our bodies knows how to metabolize. But I'm speaking today specifically about coconut oil. So coconut oil gives you that energy, and it's a healthy oil. It really is. People do not need to fear using coconut oil. Now, if you don't like the taste of coconut, they have like a refined coconut oil. I would suggest using the 100% cold pressed coconut oil. That's the best, but it's got the flavor. If you don't like that, use the refined products, stuff that's coming out of Jamaica. Bedessa has a refined one that, for my daughter, she does not want to taste coconut oil. She can't taste it in that, and it's still healthier for you. So, one of the things I learned in my nutrition course, which I forgot, and I'll get to that in just a moment, was about oil pulling. So the nutritionist talked about oil pulling. If you've never heard of this is where you use some oil in your mouth, basically swish it around your mouth, gargle with it, 15-20 minutes to help pull out the bacteria in your mouth. And then of course you have to spit that out. You don't want to swallow all of that. Well, about a couple of months ago, I had an issue, went to the doctor, I was prescribed some antibiotics. I took them, and maybe 5 days into the medicine routine, I noticed I started to get some white guck on my tongue, my mouth tasted bad, but I thought, okay, it's just a side effect to the medicine, it will go away when I finish. But a couple days after I finished the medicine, I still had this white coating on my tongue that would not go away when I brushed. My mouth tasted awful, and I looked up what this was, and I discovered I had thrush. Now, thrush comes about when you don't have enough good bacteria in your body. So what do antibacterials do? They kill the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. So when I kind of looked up a little bit more, there was a site that said try a natural remedy using coconut oil. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot about having learned about that in my class. So I'm going to tell you, I got the coconut oil and I used it once. One time with 15 minutes in my mouth, and my symptoms were gone. My tongue cleared up. It was amazing. And that's because of the antiviral and antibacterial properties of coconuts. So that is in the oil as well. I mean, it's truly healthy. Now, if I hadn't gotten such a great result from that, I'd have been even, let's say, skeptical, but I'm like, this is right. This is the power of the coconut. Now, I did it again the next day for maybe in the morning and the evening just to make sure I was done with it, but my thrush was gone. So what's the point, or what's my bottom line? I think you can figure it out. Coconut oil is healthy. Coconut oil is quickly metabolized in our bodies. If you're going to use an oil, coconut oil is really one of the best ones to be using. Now again, not saying grab a tub of it. This is the other thing. It is amazing for your skin. If you've got dry skin, use coconut oil. It's amazing for your hair. It can help it grow, help it be vibrant. It just is an amazing product all around. So you don't have to fear coconut oil, and don't think it's a hype. It's just that the industry has finally woken up, and after years of trying to debunk, or after years of putting down a product, it's been debunked. All the myths about coconut oil have finally been debunked, and nutritionists and doctors alike have come to accept and realize that coconut oil is healthy with lots of amazing benefits for you. So that's what I've got to say, and I think that's basically it. You know, use it without being fearful of it. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, you know, put them in the comment box for me. But, you know, I just wanted to give my experience as someone who grew up around coconuts and had family that grew up around coconuts and knew about coconuts. And we have loved and enjoyed coconuts for generations, and we're going to continue to do that. So I'm glad coconut oil is finally making it out there into other people's lives, because you should all enjoy the benefits of using it. Alright, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my other videos. I'm about to walk out of frame here, so don't get freaked out. I'm going to turn off the camera. Alright.